I believe it's the juvenile hormone. It's natural in the mealworms. And I say natural here because that's what people say, that, you know, it's not a big deal because we're using a natural hormone. But they're using an obscene amount compared to what is actually present in the mealworm colony itself. And so that hormone is applied. It forces the larva to just keep growing. It doesn't allow it to pupate. And the larvae just continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. They eventually get to a point where they're so big that they just die. Like their life is over, that they're not going to grow anymore and they die. But the giant mealworm a lot of times is just that growth hormone larva that just gets really, really big. A lot of times those are used to help stop pupation to improve customer experience. And what I mean by that is, if you go into a pet store, those stores are undermanned, the employees aren't paid enough, and honestly, mealworms aren't high on the scale of things that they take care of, right? They got a whole bunch of other things they have to deal with. And so those mealworms that are on the shelf, they stay there a while. So to try to ensure that folks get larvae as opposed to pupa, because your reptile, your small mammal, you get them used to eating something, you want them to continue eating that thing, right? And so in order to make sure that they can try to keep those larvae, as the larva form, they'll apply those growth hormones. I have not seen any sort of science around what the impacts are to reptiles, chickens, small mammals. It's probably negligible, if any, right? And that's just a hypothesis. If it was an issue, I think a lot of things would be happening. I don't do it because I don't want to mix those hormones in and have them in the farm and have to mess with back and forth, and it's not worth it to me. So I only do the regular sized non-hormone mealworms.